Heat attacks. HEAT stands for Highly Evasive Adaptive Threats. These are cyber attacks designed to bypass traditional security measures like firewalls and antivirus systems. Key features: highly evasive. Heat attacks are scaled at hiding from detection. Adaptive. These attacks change their tactics to counter new security measures. Persistent. Attackers continuously refine their methods to achieve their goal. Why heat attacks are dangerous? Heat attacks are uniquely dangerous because they exploit the weaknesses of modern web-based systems and evade traditional security measures. Here's why they pose a significant threat. 1. They exploit trust in web protocols. Heat attacks leverage trusted technologies like HTTPS to bypass firewalls and antivirus systems. Example, most systems trust HTTPS because it encrypts data in transit. Attackers use this trust to disguise malicious content, making it appear legitimate. 2. Highly adaptive nature. Heat attacks are constantly evolving. They can adjust their methods to evade new security patches or defenses. Example, if an organization strengthens its email filtering, the attacker might shift to use compromised websites or social engineering to deliver malware. 3. Fireless malware. Traditional antivirus tools rely on detecting malicious files, but heat attacks often use fireless malware which resides in memory or uses legitimate tools on the victim's system. Example, an attacker might use PowerShell, a legitimate Windows tool, to execute malicious commands without creating detectable files. 4. Hard to detect in real time. These attacks mimic normal user behavior, making it difficult for security teams to differentiate between legitimate activities and threats. Example, an attacker could dynamically install malicious code into a web page, but only when accessed by a specific target. 5. Target high-value assets. Heat attacks often focus on cloud services, online platforms, or critical business applications. A successful attack can lead to severe data breaches, financial loss, or downtime. Example, stealing login credentials from employees to access sensitive customer data stored in a cloud application. 6. Can be persistent. Attackers don't just launch a single attempt. They refine and retry until they succeed. Example, an attacker might use phishing emails initially, then switch to targeting web vulnerabilities if the first attempt fails. How heat attack works. Step-by-step process. Entry point. The attacker delivers malicious content often through email links, compromised websites, or phishing. Avoiding detection. Techniques like JavaScript obfuscation or fireless malware helps bypass antivirus systems. Exploiting web technologies. They exploit web-based protocols like HTTPS, which are trusted by many systems. Infiltration. Once inside, the attacker gathers sensitive data, spreads the infection, or gains control over the system. Key tools used: zero-day exploits, vulnerabilities that are not yet known to software vendors. Social engineering tricks users into clicking malicious links. Common heat techniques: HTML smuggling embeds malicious code within a web page, bypassing email scanners. Example, malicious attachments delivered through a web page instead of traditional email attachments. Drive-by downloads. Malware is downloaded without the user realizing it, often by visiting a compromised website. Living off the land. Uses legitimate tools and software already on the victim system to avoid detection. Dynamic content insertion. The attacker changes the web page content dynamically, making it harder for security tools to detect. Targets of heat attacks: web-based applications, email platforms, online storage, and project management tools. Cloud services: platforms like Google Drive, Dropbox, or Office 365. End users: individuals accessing corporate resources via personal devices. Organizations: small and medium businesses are particularly vulnerable due to limited cybersecurity budgets. Traits of heat attacks: use of legitimate protocols. Heat attacks exploit trusted systems like HTTPS and web-based APIs. Dynamic behavior: they adapt to the environment, making it difficult to predict their behavior. Fireless nature: heat attacks often leave no files on the system, avoiding detection by antivirus software. Blending in: they mimic normal user behavior, making it harder for systems to differentiate between a real user and an attacker. Impact of heat attacks on businesses: loss of sensitive data, financial fraud, and reputational damage. Example, heat attacks compromising employee credentials to access sensitive databases. On individuals: identity theft and financial losses. Example, malware stealing login credentials for banking apps. Cost: the average cost of a data breach can exceed millions, especially when cloud-based services are affected. Prevention and protection. Advanced Threat Protection (ATP) tools that scan for suspicious behavior in real time. Zero Trust Architecture assume every user and system is a potential threat and require strict verification. Web isolation: open web content in isolated environments to prevent malicious code from reaching the user. Regular patching: keep browsers, plugins, and web-based application updates to fix vulnerabilities. Security awareness training: teach employees how to recognize phishing and other social engineering tactics. Future trends in heat attacks: increased sophistication. Attackers are adopting AI and machine learning to improve evasion tactics. Targeting IoT devices. Internet of Things IoT devices with limited security are becoming prime targets. Focus on cloud services. As businesses migrate to the cloud, attackers will focus more on cloud vulnerabilities. Emerging countermeasures. Security tools are evolving to use AI for detecting adaptive threats. Recap of heat attacks. Definition: heat attacks are evasive, adaptive cyber threats targeting web-based technologies. Techniques: HTML smuggling, drive-by downloads, and dynamic content insertion. Targets: businesses, cloud services, and individual users. Prevention: zero trust, advanced threat protection, and web isolation are key defenses. Key takeaways: heat attacks are a growing threat to modern web-based and cloud-driven environments. Understanding these threats is critical to staying safe in an increasingly digital world. Thanks for watching.